Hi, I'm Christopher Gray with Living Well Family Office, and today we're going to talk about a 7-step process to understanding vision. Now, vision is very important because life was designed to be lived intentionally and on purpose. So in my journey, I've realized there's basically 7 steps to understanding and cultivating that vision for your life. The first step is to still yourself and to eliminate distractions. Take a day or a half day, go to a spa, do it on a weekend, turn off the cell phone, somewhere still, maybe out in nature where you can have a pen and paper and really get clarity on your thoughts, because there's a number of questions that you want to ask yourself. What is my deepest desire? What would fulfill my gifts, utilize my strengths, and leave a contribution to my generation? What is the idea that never leaves me? What do I constantly imagine about my future? What am I really passionate about? What would I do with my time if I won the lottery and money was not a concern to me? What one thing would I do if I knew I could not fail? What are my constant reoccurring dreams? What would bring me the greatest fulfillment? And what do I want people to remember me for? Now, those are some elemental questions that will begin the discovery process of understanding vision and purpose in your life. And really, they're not to be rushed. These are questions that you must sit and still yourself and think about and really listen to your heart on each of these questions. Now, the second step of the vision process is to write it out. Now, this is really important to articulate the picture of vision and purpose in your life. Now, what I've done for myself is I've written out the answer to these questions in the present tense in the first person context. I don't say, hey, one day I'm going to be this, one day I'm going to do that. I say, I am this, I do this. Even though my current situation doesn't line up with that yet, what that does is it creates a space where your inner person will line up with what is being written and spoken about on a regular basis. What I've done personally is I've used a format of relationship, character, function, and leadership. So in my life I say, what does it look like for my relationships to be completely flourishing? And I will write that out in the present tense. What does it look like for my character to be noble? And I write that out in detail in the present tense. As far as function goes, what is a picture of me operating in the very peak of my calling and destiny? And I write that out in the present tense. And finally, when it comes to leadership, what does it look like for me to be using my skills and crafts and resources really to make a positive impact on this planet? The third part is to post it. It's one thing to envision it, another thing to write it, but it's a third thing to post it. Print it out, post it on your bathroom mirror, and really it's a declaration of who you are to yourself. So the very fact of putting it in a place where you will see it, there's something to be said when we visually see these words on a regular basis. And what I've found personally is that it reminds me of who I am. So if I'm feeling a little bit discouraged and I look at that and I read that and I realize, hey, wait a minute, these circumstances don't define who I am. Who I am is this. And it becomes a very powerful tool. The fourth area is to rehearse it every morning and evening for 40 days out loud. Now, that sounds a little hokey, but trust me on this. If you've taken the time to envision it, to write it out, to post it, if you do this for 40 days, you will establish a pattern, a habit in your life, and something will happen inside of you where you will see, wow, as I declare this and visualize it, and I feel the emotion of it, and most importantly, I actually believe it because I've tried to line up my purpose, my vision with what I'm feeling in the deepest parts of my heart. This is the truest sense of who I am and who I'm called to be. The fifth area is to spend time meditating or seeing and envisioning the fulfillment of it and to look for opportunities to take action. A lot of people will think that if I just declare it, then it's going to happen. Not necessarily. You need to keep your eyes above the weeds, looking for opportunities for you to step into this purpose and into this vision. It's very important that we're aware of our surroundings, our relationships, and opportunities around us. The sixth step to the vision process is to take small action steps towards the fulfillment. Now, these are bite-sized baby steps in the direction of the fulfillment of this vision. Sometimes the vision becomes too big and intimidating. Well, the important thing is that each day you're taking a little baby step towards the fulfillment of that vision. Little bite-sized nibbles that will get you there. Rome wasn't built in a day. So don't get overwhelmed into inaction by the size, but rather start in small ways today. Now, I like to say move out in passion and inspiration. Now, stop in your tracks the minute you feel like you're operating out of obligation and wait for the passion and the inspiration to catch up. There's been times in my life where I thought I was called to do something, I start stepping in it, and then that passion fizzled out. I put the brakes on until either that passion wells up within me again, or I just put that on the back burner for a while. Because our lives should be fueled with passion and purpose and energy. And I believe that a clear vision will unleash the greatest amount of energy in your life. The seventh step is a very important one, and really what I say with that is repeat step one and hold very loosely to the vision. Be ready to adapt, reevaluate, revise, and clarify the existing vision. It's been said that we see in part, as in a mirror dimly. So we don't see things perfectly, we see things about 85% clarity, and that's a good picture, but hold it loosely where you can continually go back, take a day, maybe once a quarter, to sit still out in nature, in a spa, and answer those initial questions one more time, and you'll make little tweaks and adjustments to that vision statement, and hold it loosely where the inspiration and the passion is the driving energy behind you fulfilling your life's purpose and your life's vision.